So people have been really enjoying this Truckers Confession segment, and this one right here, is a big one because I think a lot of people are going through this, and so I definitely want to talk about this and talk about my personal as well. But the topic of it all is, you know, the embarrassment, I guess, as a man or a woman that has to downsize to provide for their family from trucking and how hard that is right now. So let's get into today's video. I am going to be ranting a little bit, I guess, and just talking what I feel, but we all have to do it sometimes. This is definitely a humbling time in our industry, and we need to fight another day and do what it takes because our family deserves that, right? And so let's get into today's video. What's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Email's at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. So I got an email here. So people have been loving this Truckers Confessions. Of course, I'm going to leave this driver anonymous, but they're just feeling down on themselves. Their trucking business, they had 3 trucks and they had a beautiful home, and they had to sell their home, and now they have to live in a mobile home, and had nice cars, had to get rid of the cars, and just feeling really down, and just wrote me an email stating that this driver feels like a failure to his family, that he had to downsize. And so he went from 3 beautiful trucks to now 1 truck. And so, just needed some words of encouragement, right? And so I really wanted to make this video and start off by saying that is the strongest thing, bravest thing that you can do, is do the right thing for your family. You could have just laid down and died, but you didn't do that. What you did is you downsized to fight to live for another day. And there ain't nothing wrong with providing for your family, and there ain't nothing wrong with living in a mobile home. If there's a roof over your head and your kids are doing good and everybody's healthy, then you're winning. And if you had 3 trucks and now you have 1, that's less stress in your life. The big question that I ask you right now is, how much stress or less stress do you have by downsizing? When the market gets great again, you're going to be back up, because that's what business entrepreneurs do. That's what winners do. That's what true hard workers do. And the fact that you're making it work now and you survive the industry and where we're at right now, you're going to live to fight another day, because all this is a cycle. Anyone that's been in the trucking industry for 20, 30 years, they could tell you there's ups, there's downs. This time it seems very down, but at one point it has to go back up. And I want to share it with you in my personal life as well. I had this really big house that you guys have seen in South Florida. Decided to sell it, and finally sold. And I'm, living in this room right here. I'll show you. I could have been a little bit nicer and folded the sheets or whatnot, but I just want to show you that I am staying in this room, Jen and I, and we're making our switch, and it's okay. We want to do something great for my parents, and that's awesome. And we're going to downsize to something very small, and I just want to use myself as an example that it is okay to downsize. Personally, I feel way better staying in this room than I did having this big old house with HOA fees and all these things, and so it's just about being humble and having that humble experience in life. Any truck driver that's going through anything right now, that's why we call this the Truckers Confession segment. But if you're downsizing to surviving, you're winning. Because sometimes it's crazy as bad as the market is. What if it does get 1,000 times better next year? You know, aren't you happy that you did everything in your right possible to do it for your family? And so I'm using myself as an example. In this current situation, I'm staying in a little room from a big old house in South Florida with a pool and all that great stuff to a little room out on the suburbs, outskirts of Texas. And I'm proud of it, man. It's okay. It's okay. And so to this driver, I'm telling you, you did an amazing job. You did the right thing, and your kids and your family would be proud. And when things get better, you know what? Why don't you just stay in the situation you're in and just stack up money? There ain't nothing wrong with it. Mud Truckers, comment down below. Let me know your story, your situation, and what your thoughts are. But I think in this market, downsizing is a incredibly smart thing to do. It's a noble thing to do. It's humbling. And as long as you're doing it for the right reasons, then you're winning. Because, I don't even know the statistics, but just having running water, we're winning more than the rest of the world, okay? So, I don't want to get into that. But, overall, don't be ashamed, man. You're doing something great, and I'm proud of you. You're living to fight another day. So, my truckers, comment down below. Tell me your situation. Tell me what you're doing to survive this market, how you're downsizing, and, just tell me how you feel, because I'm here for you guys, man. We're all in the same boat. We're just trying to figure a way how to just make it another day. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. But, this is it's definitely a difficult time for everybody. And you know what? It's okay. I could go from a big old house to renting a small room or whatnot, and it's fine. It is definitely fine, and it will get better for all of us. My truckers, comment down below. Look at that right there. North American Van Lines.